Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to see question number 6 to question number 11 from exercise 13.2. The questions which are looking on the screen is from exercise 13.2, chapter 13, direct and inverse proportion. So in the previous video we had already completed the explanation and the solutions of question number 1 to 5. Now in this video we are going to see question number 6 to 11. So what is the first question? In the first question it is said that a contractor estimates that 3 persons could rewire Jasminder's house in 4 days. If he uses 4 persons instead of 3, how long should they take to complete the job? That means here is the person, 3 persons are there and they have to do the rewiring of Jasminder's house in 4 days. Okay, 3 persons in 4 days. If the person number of person is 4, that means number of person increase, then how many days it will be take? It is very clear that this questions belong to the inverse proportion. How it belongs to the inverse proportion? Because in 3 days, in when 3 persons used to rewire Jasminder's house, it takes 4 days. Okay, so when the number of persons increase, that means if number of persons are 4, obviously the number of days will be less. So here the value of x is increases but the value of y decreases. That means it is the question of inverse proportion. In the same way, a batch of bottles were packed in 25 boxes with 12 bottles in each box. If the same batch is placed using 20 bottles in each box, how many boxes would be filled? Here it is again the question of inverse proportion. By applying the formula you can easily find out the inverse proportion. Clear? Then the next question here, question number 8, what it says that a factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. That means how many machines are there? Total number of machines are 42 and how many days is being given to produce the articles? That is 63 days. Then how many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Look students, here the number of days is decreases. So what we have to do? We have to consider the number of machine bx. So here if the number of machine is 42, it takes 63 days, and if the number of machines are x, which we have to find, it takes 54 days. That means number of days is decreases while the number of machine, obviously it will be increases, isn't it? Then only the number of days will be decreases. So here again this questions belong to the inverse proportion. Clear? Then question number 9. What is said in question number 9? A car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by traveling at the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How long will it takes when the car travels at the speed of 80 kilometers per hour? That means let the car takes hours bx. Okay, then x will be the value which we have to find here. Again it is belongs to the inverse proportion. And similarly for question number 10 and 11 also it belongs to the inverse proportion. Clear? 2 persons could fit new windows in house in 3 days. That means number of persons will be required. So in this way both the questions from question 6 to 11, all the questions are from the inverse proportion. Let's see one by one the solutions of the inverse proportion. So as I told you for question number 6 that rewiring of Jasminder's house is being done, isn't it? Rewiring of Jasminder's house is being done. If 3 person will going to complete, if 3 persons is going to complete the rewiring of Jasminder's house in 4 days, then if number of persons will be 4, how many days it will be takes for the people? Okay, so let the number of person be x we had considered. X we had considered by inverse proportion. Okay, by inverse proportion, what is inverse proportion? We are having x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the inverse proportion we are having. What is the value of x1 we are having? That is 4. Y1 value we are having 3 is equals to x2 value we are having x, which we have to find out, and y2 value we are having 4. Now we have to find out the values. So here 4 into 3 is how much? That will be 12 is equals to 4x. So 12 divided by 4 is equals to x. So here 4 ones are and 4 3s are 12. So what is the value of x we got here? That is 3. So if the number of person is 4, that means number of days will be taken by those person to rewire the Jasminder's house will be how much? It will be 3x. Okay. Thus the wiring of Jasminder's house will be completed in 3 days. Clear everyone? Since it is a inverse proportion questions, it is very simple one, that x1 y1 value will we have to put out, and x2 value which we have to find, we will just do the cross multiplication, and then we will divide by the 4. So it will be get cancelled. 12 upon 4 will get cancelled by the 4 itself. 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12. So what is the value of x we are getting? That value of x we are having as 3. Thus the wiring of Jasminder house will be completed in how many days? In 3 days if the number of persons are 4. Clear everyone? Next question we are having, question number 8. So what is said here? Then let x machines are required to produce a fixed number of articles in 54 days is equals to x. Here we have to find out the number of machine. So let the number of machines required to produce 54 articles bx we are going to consider. Okay, what we have to do in the question, it is given that if we are having number of machine as 42, then to produce 63, to produce some articles, it needed 63 days. Okay, that means x1 is 42 and x2 y1 is 63. Simple, a question is there, a machine is there, number of machine is 42. Okay, 42 machines needed 63 days to produce an articles. Okay, now how many machines will be required to produce an articles for 54 days? So let the number of machine bx we are going to consider. Since the question is in inverse proportion, therefore we are having as x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the inverse proportion we are having. Now what is the value of x1 we are having as 42 into y1 value we are having 63 is equals to 42 into 63 is equals to x2 value we are having x into y2 value we are having as 54, isn't it? Now we have to find the value of x over here, isn't it? So 42 into 63 upon 54 is equals to x, isn't it? Now we will get cancelled every numbers by using the table of, which table we are going to use? By the table of 2. Now look how to find out the table. So here we are having 42 into 63 upon 54, isn't it? Now see, can this number will get cancelled by the table of 2? Of course it can get cancelled by the table of 2. 54, that means here it will become how many times? 5, that means 4 we will take, it will be 2, carry 1 14, that will be 7. Here 42 will get cancelled how many times? 2 and 1 21. Now again this number 27 comes in the 9 table how many times? 9 times. And 21 comes in the table of 3. 27 comes in the table of 3 9 times. 21 comes in the table of 3 how many times? That is 7 times. Okay, now we are having the number 7 into 63 upon 9. Okay, now this 9 ones are and 9 sevens are. So what is left out? 7 into 7 is equals to x we are having, isn't it? Now 7 into 7 will be how much? 49 is equals to x. So clear the deductions of the numbers. So in this way you have to do the cancellations of the numbers. Thus 49 machines are required to produce a fixed number of articles in 54 days. If the number of machines are increase, obviously the number of days will be decreases. So it belongs to the inverse proportion question. Clear everyone? Now the next question we are having, ninth one. What is said in the ninth question? We are talking about the speed of a car. So here let the car travel at the speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Per hours, how many kilometers? 80 kilometers per hour in how x hours, isn't it? So what we are having, the question is, the question we are having as question number 9. This is question number 9. We are having, if 80 kilometers, in the question it is said that if 60 kilometers distance is travelled by a car in how many hours? It will be travelled by 2 hours, isn't it? In the same way, if 80 kilometers that car used to travel on the road, then what will be the hours for that? That means if 60 kilometers is travelled the speed of car for 2 hours, then how much hours will be there for 80 kilometers? Okay, so let the hours be x. We are going to consider here, if the speed is, if the kilometers is here 60, here 80, while hours we have to find. So here it belongs to x value is increases, y value is decreases. So what we have to do here, the condition is for inverse proportion, isn't it? Now look how to find the inverse proportion. As we know that what is inverse proportion, x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the inverse proportion we are having, isn't it? Now see how to find out. So what is inverse proportion? Inverse proportion is x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the value we are having. So what is x1 we are having? That is 60. y1 we are having 2 is equals to x2 we are having 80. y2 we are having x. This is the values we are having, isn't it? Now which value we have to find? We have to find the hours. So 60 into 2 upon 80 is equals to x, isn't it? Here zeros and zeros will be get cancelled. What is the number left out? 8 is in the denominator and 6 into 12. So 6 into 2 is left. So 6 into 2 is 12. 12 upon 8 is equals to x we are having, isn't it? Here it will be get cancelled by the table of 2. So how many times 8 comes in table of 2? 4 times, and 12 comes 6 times. Again 6 will be get cancelled 3 times and this will be 2 times. Then what is the value of x is left out? That is x is equals to 3. X is equals to 3 by 2 is the value for x. Clear? Now x is equals to 3 by 2 is the value, isn't it? Now this 3 by 2, when we are going to divide, it will be how much? 1.5, or if we are going to write in the form of fraction, it will be 1 by 2. How to write? You can easily divide it by the table of 3. Everyone know how to divide, isn't it? So here is the required answer. Clear everyone? Thus the car travel at the speed of 80 kilometers per hour at 1.5 hours. So this is the required answer for question number 9. Now the next question we are having, the question number 7, which is being done beforehand, but I was doing here. So here is question number 7 answer. What is said in question number 7? Let the number of box needed to be packed 20 bottles in a box bx. Here we are going to consider, it is question number 7. Okay, here what we have to do is, we have to consider the number of boxes to be packed. This is question number 7. So x number of boxes is to be packed. How many bottles is to be packed? That is 20 bottles. If number of boxes is 25, then how many bottles is to be packed? That is 12 bottles, isn't it? Since here the number of boxes is 25 and number of bottles is 12, number of boxes for 20 bottles to be filled, to be packed, will be x we are going to consider. This is the question of inverse proportion. Clear? So what is inverse proportion we are having? x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the value we are having, isn't it? Now x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. So here x1 value we are having as 25 into 12 is equals to x into 20. This is the value we are having, isn't it? Now 25 into 12 upon 20 is equals to x, isn't it? Now can the numbers will get cancelled? Of course it will be get cancelled by the table of 2 10 times, 20 will come 10 times and 12 will come 6 times. Again it will be 5 times. Here it will be 3 times by the table of 2. So 5 ones are and 5 fives are. So what is the number left out here? 5 into 3 is equals to x. So 5 into 3 is how much? 5 3s is 15. 15 is the required answer for the question number 7. So how many bottles, how many boxes are needed? That is 51 boxes are needed for the 15 thus 15 boxes needed to be packed 20 bottles. Okay. Now here is the answer for question number 7 is completed. We had already seen in the above that question number 8 and 9 is completed. Okay. Now let's see the next question, that is question number 7. In question number 7, in question number 10, what is said that let the number of days taken be x. So the number of persons be 2 and the number of days will be required by the number of person 2 is 3. So if the number of person is 1, then how many days will be required? Here again the x value is decreases and y value is increases. That means it is a question of inverse proportion, isn't it? If it is an inverse proportion, that means what is the formula for the inverse proportion we are having? X1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the formula we are having. X1 value we are having as 2, y1 value we are having as 3 is equals to x2 value we are having as 1 and y2 value we are having as x, whose value we have to find it, isn't it? So 2 into 3 will be 6 is equals to 1 into x will be x itself. So what is the answer for the A part of this question we are having? That is 6. Thus one person takes 6 days to fix a window. Okay, here if the number of persons are 2, that means how many days that 2 person will be needed to fix the window? That means 3 persons are needed. If the number of person is 1, that means it will be just double days are required. That means 6 days are required to fix a window. Okay. Next question number second part of question number 10th. Let the number of person be x. Okay. In the question number 10 first part we are considering the number of days be x, isn't it? Here just vice versa of the question number 10 first part we have to do. Let the number of person be x. If the person is 2, then number of days is required 3. If the number of person will be x, then number of days is 1. So again it is the question of inverse proportion, isn't it? So what is the question we are having here? What is the inverse proportion formula we are having? X1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2, isn't it? We are having this. Then 2 into 3 is equals to x into 1. So 2 into 3 is 6 and 6 is equals to x. So if the number of day will be taken as 1, then the number of people will be 6. Thus in one day 6 persons will complete the given work. That means they can fix the windows in one day by 6 persons. Clear? Now let's see the last question of this exercise, that is 11th question. So we are having the 11th question. What is asked here? Here we are talking about the periods and the durations. Okay, number of periods and the durations of that. So let x minutes be the durations of periods when the school has 9 periods a day. That means a school, when we are having the schools, we are also having 7 periods, isn't it? 7. Then here a school is there where 9 periods is going to be held for one day. Then if 9 periods are going to be held in one day, then what will be the time durations for one period? For that, those 9 periods, not one period, for those 9 periods, isn't it? So let the time duration we will consider as x minute. So let x minutes be the durations of period when the school has 9 periods a day. So number of periods be 8 and period durations will be 45. Okay, so number of periods will be 9, then period durations will be considered as x. See students, here again it is a question of inverse proportion. What is said here? Number of period, if it will be how much? Number of periods is 8, isn't it? Number of periods is 8, then the time duration is 45. If the number of period is 9, that means period is increasing, isn't it? 9, that means 8 to 9 it is increases, number of period is increases, that means obviously the period durations will be decreases, isn't it? If when, what is the condition for inverse proportion? If x1 is increases, y2 will be decreases, isn't it? So in the same way here applying the inverse proportion condition, since the number of period is increasing, so the number of duration or time period will be decreases. So applying the inverse proportion formula, we will get x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. Okay, this is the formula we are having. So 8 into 45 is equals to 9 into x. This we are having. So 8 into 45 upon 9 is equals to x, isn't it? So 9 ones are and 9 5s are 45. So 8 into 5 is equals to x. So 8 into 5 is how much? That is 40. So what is the value of x we are having? So the value of x we are having as 40 here. Clear? Thus 40 minutes be the duration of period when the school has 9 periods a day. Clear everyone? So here we had completed the solutions of our exercise 13.2. Okay, so this is the chapter number. Which chapter it is? It is chapter number 13, direct and inverse proportion. The name of the chapter is direct and inverse proportion, and it is of two exercises. First exercise is 13.1 and second exercise is 13.2. So in the first exercise we are going to deal with the direct inverse. What is direct inverse? x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. This is the direct inverse. When the value of x is increases, in value of y is also increases. If the value of x is decreases, the value of y is also decreases. Okay, so this is the direct proportion. That means x and y values are totally depends on each other. When the value of x decreases, y will be automatically decreases. When the value of x is increases, automatically the value of y also increases. But in the inverse proportion, second exercise is of inverse proportion. In that the formula will be x1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the formula we are having. So in a inverse proportion, what is there? When the value of x is increases, the value of y will be decreases. Okay, and when the value of x will be decreases, the value of y will be increases. Clear everyone? So this two exercises totally depend on direct and inverse proportion. Now you will ask me, teacher, how we will know that these questions belong to the inverse proportion or a direct proportion? So students, for that what you have to do, you have to read the question very carefully. You have to read the questions very carefully and draw one table, a rough table. Okay, and in that table you have to, what you have to do, you have to mark what is asked, that you have to mark, and what is given, that you have to mark. After marking the marking it in the table form, you have to see the digits whether it is increasing or decreasing. Okay, if the value of x is 2 and the value of y is also if the value of x is 2, value of y is 4, and in the second part it is asked to find the value of y if the value of x2 will be 4. That means 2 and 4 is there, x1 is 2, x2 is 4. That means 2 and 4, 4 is increasing, for 2 is increases to 4. Like that you have to seeing the digits or the numbers of the questions to find out whether it is inverse proportion and or a in direct proportion. That means in a short way, if I would like to tell you that you have to read the question very carefully and note down the numbers what is said. In the direct, x and y both is increases, vice versa both is decreases. But in condition for inverse, if y is increases, if x is increases, y will be decreased. If x will be decreased, y will be increased. So this you have to keep it in mind and read the questions, form the table, then only you can know which one it is belongs to. Either it will be belongs to direct or in or inverse proportion. Clear? So thank you everyone.